Welcome back to Trends and Friends. Well, the Ronald McDonald House Red Shoe crew is working hard to raise funds to support families and keep them close to their children who may be battling illnesses. And Robbie Fott-Willis is a member of the Red Shoe crew, and she's here to tell us how you can get involved and why it's so important for single moms to be involved as well. So Robbie, thank you so much for coming, and thank you for bringing your son with you to share with us today. I wanted to dig into this because I know you have a really meaningful and thoughtful story. So tell me why you got involved with the Ronald McDonald House.
Well, actually, through the years, I used to own a catering business, and so I would donate food that was, leftovers or when they had slots. I don't know if people know how they work, but they provide a meal for the families that stay there every day. So every day they have a sign-up sheet, and every day people sign up. Well, sometimes they don't get filled, or somehow scheduling conflicts happen and they have open nights. So a lot of times I would fill in and give food on those nights. And then after I had my son, I thought it was a really good way for me to give back. And the Ronald McDonald House is one of the only charities that I know of that kids can volunteer. And I thought it was a really good way so Wesley could know, how privileged he is and where he could be. So with that being said, we talked to Julia about volunteering, and the next thing I knew, I got some red shoes and some striped socks, and here I am.
I love the red shoes and the striped socks.
Thank you.
But it's such an important cause, and I've talked to her too about getting my daughter involved too, because she's just a giver at heart. And so the fact that there is an organization that is out there that is helping kids every single day and helping those families stay connected, what better way to introduce kids into volunteering as well? And I mean, I know that you also represent the single mother community, and knowing that you find a way regularly to take your son and to volunteer too, what is your motivation to keep doing this?
Well, I just think anytime you can volunteer and actually give your time, it's so worth it. When you give your money, it's a check. It's just like, oh, hey, here you go, I'll help you out. But when you go to the Ronald McDonald House and you see those families, and they're just like us. I mean, at any given moment, any of us could be right there.
Exactly.
And because of that, because of that, I just think it's super important to be involved. And I think it's super important to show children the meaning of family, and so they can see, how it works and what would happen if someone in our family was in the hospital. And it's just a great organization that just provides really amazing assets. I mean, you don't think about it, oh, so-and-so's in the hospital. But, if you live 2 hours away, you don't think about what all that entails. People going from, that gets exhausting, and a lot of people still try to work jobs. And then there's moms that have smaller children, and what do you do with them? And then you can't stay in the hospital all day. I mean, it's just a lot of stress.
It adds
on
up.
Top of someone being sick.
And
and you're praying for them and you're worrying about them, and then now you've got to worry how you're going to pay for a hotel every night, how you're going to, where do you put your kid all day? I mean, it's just a lot of stress. So I think it really helps relieve stress off of those families and gives them a little family to be with when they're not with their own family.
Well, and that's why the Red Shoe Shindig is so important, because it's one of their biggest fundraisers to get people, one, to even know about it, to educate them, but then also to get support for it as well. And so how would you like to get people on screen to vote?
Oh, okay. So the way voting works is one vote equals $1.
Okay.
You can give as little as $1. You can give as much as
however
much.
Okay.
And so you can go online, and we're all listed. Everybody has their own bio there and has a little story about them, and you can vote for whoever you want. All the money raised in West Texas stays in West Texas.
Okay.
And I don't know of any other charity that can say that. So any dollar you give is going to stay right here in West Texas and help a West Texas family.
Very cool.
And it's a really fun party. I mean, it's beyond exciting.
It's a shindig.
Yeah, it's totally a shindig, and there'll be prizes and auctions, and it's like a casino night, and it's just super fun.
It's a fun event.
Yeah, it's a very fun event, and from what I understand, a lot of people actually became Red Shoe crew members by going to it and having so much fun that they wanted to
be a part
of it more.
Very cool. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Coming up, details on how you can register for adult volleyball. That's after the break.